Show me your hands right now.
Force Mystery's got a gun in hand.
From a coordinated double PIT maneuver in Georgia that completely swallowed a stolen Mustang and a suspect who racked the slide of a stolen handgun in the darkness of an isolated driveway to a driver who simply smirked after using a truck as a battering ram against deputies, and so much more, here are 8 high-speed pursuits caught on body cam. Four tons of stolen metal, 2 occupied police cruisers crushed. A lethal transformation of a utility truck into a rolling battering ram kicks off this high-speed pursuit before the driver says a word. The suspect barricades himself inside after absorbing direct gunfire and attempting to ram the officers again. But the most alarming detail is not the physical destruction, it is the suspect's complete indifference to taking law enforcement lives. How does a routine hit-and-run investigation become an immediate lethal force encounter? Here is how. On August 9th, 2023, in Los Angeles, California, officers located the suspect driving a stolen utility truck involved in a hit-and-run. When police attempted to stop, Manuel Ramirez refused to stop.
Exactly, what is it?
Is it start now?
Yeah.
696, there's no VT units defined yet.
16936, we're in pursuit of the ADW truck going in the DWP incident. Eastbound went from Hamlet. Requesting back diversion, supervisor.
Any rally traffic, AME 698 Lower Canyon Boulevard for key injury incident 3627.
ADW suspect vehicle will be going eastbound, Tuxford from Cayuga, approaching San Fernando.
On frequency standby 6936 is in pursuit of the vehicle suspect. He's on the stretch from Cayuga, approaching San Fernando.
Look up at 6936 southbound 5 freeway, approaching Penrose.
Ramirez exits the freeway and pulls into a dead-end commercial lot. Instead of surrendering, he obliterates a heavy metal gate, trapping himself. In a calculated and lethal move, he executes a U-turn and aims the massive truck directly at the pursuing officers. He transforms the utility vehicle into a rolling battering ram, gunning it toward the occupied patrol cars. The officers are suddenly forced to transition from pursuit to immediate survival.
He's coming down the ramp for the officers. The ramp.
Hey, get out the fuck! Hey, get on the fucking ground! Set fire, that should
He's coming forward. He's ramming the police cars.
Under department policy and state use of force statutes, a 4-ton vehicle actively accelerating toward occupied patrol cars meets the threshold for an immediate lethal threat. Officers cannot wait for a collision to confirm intent. The decision to discharge their weapons into the windshield is governed by strict protocols demanding the neutralization of an active, deadly weapon. Every round fired in this sequence is a calculated, authorized response to imminent peril. Three officers required medical treatment after absorbing the crushing force of the 4-ton utility truck. Ramirez survived his gunshot wounds and was transported for emergency surgery. He was subsequently charged with assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer and held on a $152,000 bond. The 4-ton truck sits empty in the commercial lot. The officers went home, the driver went to emergency surgery. An armed suspect accelerating a heavy utility truck directly at occupied patrol cars leaves zero room for hesitation. Type yes if you agree the officers had no other choice to neutralize the threat, and check the comments to see how many people stand with you. The The dispatch audio detailed a stolen Ford Mustang navigating city streets. Completely unaware, an Atlanta police helicopter was tracking its every move. On June 3, 2022, in Hapeville, Georgia, a state trooper moved in to intercept. The airborne unit guided the ground officers perfectly into position. For a brief second, it looked like the stolen muscle car was cornered. Instead, Dexter Lamar Williams peeled away and initiated a desperate urban pursuit.
Continuing eastbound Virginia at Bobby Brown, Bobby Terrace, right there, coming up on the road. Again, interlude, back to 485, eastbound Lester, eastbound 485.
Williams maneuvers the stolen Mustang, weaving in and out of traffic, completely disregarding traffic signals and narrowly missing civilian vehicles. The primary trooper maintains a tight pursuit, coordinating with a secondary unit moving into position up ahead. The troopers are waiting for the right geographical moment, herding the suspect away from dense intersections. They know that a high-speed intervention on these streets requires perfect timing. Will they find the opening they need? On a clear stretch of road, the primary trooper executes a flawless PIT maneuver, sending the Mustang into a tailspin. Incredibly, Williams attempts to regain control and continue fleeing.
Alright, directly in front of the runways now, the airport interloop, 10-10-10. Just on out facing the wrong way on interloop. Trying to drive.
But the secondary trooper is already there, delivering a devastating second pit that permanently disables the vehicle. The troopers immediately initiate a felony stop, weapons drawn, and Williams is forced to surrender, completely swallowed by a wall of blue lights and steel.
I got you, Pop, I got you. Get your hands up! Get your hand up! Get your hand! Hey, back your car, back your car! Back your car, Pop, they got you. Hold on, he's got no weapons! Stay in! Alright, you're good.
The scene was locked down and state police units took Dexter Lamar Williams into custody without incident. Sitting alone in handcuffs, he was held solely responsible for the chaos he created. He was formally charged with felony fleeing, motor vehicle theft, and reckless driving. 1 stolen Mustang, 1 aerial tracking unit, and 2 perfectly timed PIT maneuvers raw horsepower was mathematically eliminated by absolute tactical geometry. Don't go anywhere, we've got plenty more unbelievable pursuits still ahead, so stick around. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Show me your hands right now.
That unmistakable sound echoes through a quiet, isolated driveway. It is the sound of lethal intent chambering around. What that chilling audio cannot transmit is the suspect deliberately hiding his hands behind the vehicle door, silently calculating his angle of attack against the approaching officer. Here is where it started. On April 24, 2026, in Los Lunas, New Mexico, a state police officer initiated a stop for multiple traffic violations. Jesus Munoz Duran turned down a dead-end street, hiding his intentions, and stepped out of the vehicle.
Hey, what are you doing? Huh? I'm trying to pull you over. Step back here. Because this is a traffic stop, sir. Hey, go away. Show me your hands.
Duran stands outside his vehicle, deliberately using the open door to obscure his hands from the officer's view. Despite repeated, forceful commands to show his hands, Duran remains entirely silent. Freeze it right here. He obscures his hands and prepares his weapon. Every door that closes in the next 5 seconds opens here. Then, the unmistakable sound of a handgun slide being racked echoes through the quiet night. The officer instantly recognizes the lethal intent. The silent stare was just a pause before violence. The situation shifts into an imminent shootout.
Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Show me your hands right now. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it right now.
The slide racks. The officer has less than a second to process the metallic click. Every tactical door that closes in the ensuing gunfight is governed by this exact frame. If the officer hesitates to draw, he loses the initiative. If he advances without cover, he walks into a fatal funnel. This microsecond of auditory recognition dictates the transition from verbal command to lethal suppression.
569, shots fired. Let's stay down. Shots fired, shots fired.
Air step 3, air step 3.
Put that gun down now. Put that gun down!
The isolated driveway remained a crime scene for hours as medical investigators pronounced Jesus Munoz Duran deceased on the gravel. A stolen handgun was recovered near his body. Had he survived, he would have faced charges for the attempted murder of a police officer. The stolen handgun remains on the gravel. The officer walks away. The suspect does not. On May 24, 2026, in Ouachita County, Arkansas, Trooper Harper attempted a routine traffic stop on a Toyota Highlander. The driver refused to yield, pushing the SUV past 100 miles per hour on narrow rural roads. What Trooper Harper could not see through the tinted glass was a horrifying reality. 4 unsecured children, including an infant, were trapped inside. Fletcher decided that avoiding a felony weapons charge was worth gambling 4 innocent lives, slamming the transmission into gear as he hit the throttle. The pursuit takes things off-road, and Fletcher's reckless gamble turns catastrophic. The Highlander careens into a yard, obliterating a utility pole and bringing a live power line crashing down onto the metal frame. The physical destruction is massive, but the environmental hazard is deadly. The vehicle is now a potential electrical cage, and the 4 children are trapped inside. Harper must risk his own life to pull them from the wreckage.
Hey, watch those lines, they're touching the car. Get back, get back. Is everybody awake?
Yes.
They're moving?
Yes. I don't know where my baby's at.
I have your baby, she's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Disregarding the sparks and the immediate threat of electrocution, the trooper forces entry into the mangled cabin. The physical punishment of Fletcher's high-speed error is evident as debris scatters across the grass. Harper systematically extracts 3 terrified children and secures the ejected infant.
You okay? Let me see. Does it hurt? Yeah, how old are you?
With the innocent victims finally safe, the focus shifts to threat neutralization. Fletcher is pulled from the wreckage and secured in handcuffs, ending his reckless joyride.
are you doing?
I'm just laying down.
Well, that shit's high. I believe.
Yeah. You want me to roll over?
Yeah, you need to sit up. Which watch all they can get behind it. The EMS can check you out. You need to be last on the list. What's your kid's name?
A search of the wreckage revealed a defaced firearm and narcotics. Tyrus Fletcher was pulled from the mangled cabin and taken into custody. He was charged with felony fleeing, possession of a defaced firearm, and 4 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor. Sitting in the cruiser, he casually admitted he ran because he was a felon with a gun. The original traffic stop was for a minor violation. The final tally was a totaled SUV, a downed power line, and 4 counts of child endangerment. Today's lesson: if you're going to try and outrun a trooper, maybe don't do it in an electrical cage with 4 unrestrained children in the back.
Force Mystery's got a gun in hand.
10-4 Greenland 9, driver.
A massive, heavy-duty Dodge Ram intentionally crushes the front end of a police cruiser. The truck reverses, maneuvers deliberately, and rams a second unit. The driver uses the stolen vehicle as a high-speed battering ram against occupied patrol cars. The destruction of the cruisers is one detail. The loaded handgun the driver brandishes through the window while ramming them is another. Here is where it started. On May 5th, 2020, in Sebastian County, Arkansas, officers responded to a situation where a stolen truck was going well over the posted speed limit. Instead of pulling over, Jennifer Porter chose to weaponize the vehicle.
Sebastian 12, Force Special, myself, 18 and 27 in the Widgerville area, 71 is Dayton Road.
10-4 71 Dayton Road, break.
Force Mystery's got a gun in hand.
10-4 Greenland 9, driver.
Shit. Vehicle's 10-7. Shit. Force Mystery, she just ran my vehicle. It's 10-7. She does have a gun in hand. Just continue on Dayton Road towards 71. I'm 10-7.
10-4 Sebastian 25, vehicle 10-7.
Porter weaves the massive truck through with lethal intent, deliberately targeting pursuing deputies. She rams 4 separate police vehicles and a civilian car, using the stolen Dodge as a high-speed battering ram.
10-4.
The 12 is going to be a female driver, white. Looks to be in her early to mid 20s. She does have a white black firearm in her hand.
The officers know she has a firearm in her hand, elevating every collision from a traffic hazard to a potential deadly force encounter. The pursuit transforms into a high-stakes tactical chess match, forcing officers to anticipate her next violent move. Watch her demeanor as the tactical vehicle intervention sent the truck spinning in a cloud of tire smoke. Surrounded by state police with weapons drawn, she does not panic or surrender immediately. Her response to executing a high-speed demolition derby against sworn deputies is a smirk. The complete physiological detachment from the lethal chaos she just orchestrated reveals a threat level the initial speeding violation never indicated.
I mean, look, I really didn't intend on all this destruction. I'm just going through a lot. But they didn't expect me, huh?
Jennifer Porter was subsequently charged with 8 counts of felony aggravated assault and being a felon in possession of a firearm. The original violation was simply speeding in a stolen truck, but she turned it into a lethal confrontation. When placed in the back of the cruiser, she smirked and offered a pathetic defense. "I'm just going through a lot." Given she was using a heavy-duty stolen truck as a battering ram against occupied cruisers, do you believe immediate physical force was justified, or should officers have attempted further de-escalation? The 8 felony aggravated assault charges alone carry a mandatory consecutive floor under state code. On December 17, 2023, in Palm Beach County, Florida, a highway patrol officer observed a Dodge Charger with a loud exhaust. The situation seemed ordinary until the vehicle began to accelerate. What the driver didn't realize was that the officer was silently pacing him at a lethal 140 miles per hour, at which point the sudden flash of red and blue lights in the rearview mirror meant he gunned it directly into oncoming traffic. The suspect, Jalen Camarena, led police on a high-speed chase. He forces the Charger into oncoming traffic, driving the wrong way down North Jog Road. The officer maintains pursuit, waiting for a safe opening. The danger multiplies when Camarena causes a hit-and-run collision at a busy intersection, proving his complete disregard for civilian lives. The trooper must end this before a fatal crash occurs, calculating the exact moment to strike. Finding a clear stretch on Military Trail, the trooper went in for the pit. A precise left side PIT maneuver connects with the Charger's rear quarter panel. The impact sends the muscle car spinning off the asphalt, crashing through roadside brush and taking down street signs before coming to a violent halt. Dust and debris fill the air as the trooper draws his weapon, securing the scene as the passenger immediately surrenders. Officers secured Jalen Camarena without further incident after he bailed from the wrecked Charger and fled on foot through residential backyards, smashing a 6-foot wooden fence in the process. They formed a perimeter and discovered him cowering in the bushes, the keys still in his pocket. He was charged with burglary, felony fleeing, hit and run, and reckless driving. He fled to avoid a loud exhaust citation. He walked away with a serious felony burglary charge for destroying a wooden fence. On January 21, 2023, in Harrison, Arkansas, a state trooper clocked a vehicle doing 80 miles per hour in a 45 zone. When the trooper activated his lights, the driver hit his brakes and right turn signal. The suspect was weaponizing the trooper's own safety protocols, faking compliance to buy time. The moment the trooper killed his siren to reduce tension, the driver exploited the opening and blew through the intersection.
In pursuit, southbound Harrison.
Coming up on the north interchange.
10-4, I'm buzzing, Harrison City.
Are you coming into town or are you leaving town?
I'm in town. I'm by Hutchins.
What's the reason for pursuit?
Doing 80 and a 45.
The suspect's deception becomes clear at the traffic light. Instead of pulling over, he violently cuts into a turn lane to bypass stopped traffic, blowing through the red light. The trooper flipped his lights and sirens back on, and the pursuit tears through the heart of downtown. The suspect navigates narrow residential streets before turning onto the highway, recklessly passing civilian vehicles. The trooper stays locked on, waiting for the road to clear.
We're behind you, State. If you can hear us.
10-4, I see you guys. We are turning on 397.
Copy, you're turning on 397.
What's your speed?
55 to 60 at the moment.
Harrison, you copy the traffic. Correct.
The moment the highway opens up, the trooper strikes. A calculated PIT maneuver bumps the rear, spinning the vehicle a hard 180 degrees.
Do you have any PD units with you?
Negative, they're behind me.
He went through a bit.
Before the driver can recover, the trooper executes a brutal pinning maneuver, ramming his push bar directly into the suspect's passenger door. The vehicle is crushed against the asphalt, utterly immobilized. Backup arrives instantly, ensuring there is no escape in the dust cloud.
We're trying to get to you.
No, you guys did great, man.
We couldn't get.
Texas stop by the way.
Yeah, no, you guys.
Started talking.
Yeah.
An inventory of the wrecked vehicle secured the necessary evidence for felony charges. The scene was locked down and the suspect was dragged from the wreckage. The driver was booked for felony fleeing, speeding, and reckless driving. 180 mph fake yield, one hard spin, and a steel push bar, the math of immobilization cannot be outsmarted. A driver faking compliance to blow through a red light puts every civilian at risk. Do you think the trooper's brutal pinning maneuver was the right call to end it quickly? Or was the impact too aggressive for a city street? A simple radar reading triggered the pursuit. The driver wasn't transporting weapons or narcotics. He simply had a suspended driver's license, risking lives over a minor citation. On April 28, 2025, in Sandy Springs, Georgia, an officer clocked a Jeep Wagoneer doing 99 mph in a 6